Hello, SeeMea here. It's been 10 years. On December 1st, 2012, I uploaded my first video, and now we're on December 1st, 2022. On November 28th, I created my account, and 3 days afterwards, I uploaded my very first stop-motion animation. It's still there, never been unlisted, never been privated. You can watch it, it's right there on the front page. And yeah, ever since, I've just never stopped. I've taken a month off, a couple weeks off at most, but never more than that. I've consistently been making videos, or just content in general, for a decade now. And that is just ridiculous, and it warrants its own update video. So this is the video. There will be a larger video on the second channel where I go through all of my YouTube channels and reflect on how far I've come, where I want to go, these types of things. I think it's really important, primarily for myself, to look at where I stand and where I want to go in the future, at least once in a while. And so there will be a longer video. I'm saving you the details and I'm saving you the absolute length of the video, so this is why this is the short version. The video is linked here, somewhere, video description, card, whatever. Please go watch it, and you will hear more of my thoughts on the matter. I want to keep this brief, so in keeping this brief, I want to thank all of you, the people that are watching this video especially, but also the people that are lurking, that may not be watching this video. Everyone who has been a part of the YouTube channel that has gone away over the years is also just as important. And for that I want to thank you, because this YouTube channel would not be where it is without you, and I would not be where I am without the YouTube channel, and by extension, without all of you and everything that's happened, whether it was just a suggestion on the type of video to make, or a helpful comment that encouraged me to keep going. It really helped. And the channel, I will not lie, has gotten me out of some very dark places in the very beginning, and now I am a hopefully a happy person that has gone through university and now college as of a few months, because university and college, slight difference in Canada. I've gone through both. In short, 7 years of post-secondary education. I'm finally about to graduate, and I am heading towards full-time employment with no plans beyond that. So it's interesting in my field of choice as well, engineering. So I am entering a very different stage of my life, and I don't plan on stopping either. The YouTube channel will continue, and if anything, I have greater plans and bigger projects, and I know people like to fancify the things that they want to work on, but in my case, ditching school is actually going to give me a lot more time. Full-time employment is the kind of lifestyle that takes a lot of time out of someone's life. But the fact that I've been doing work and school for so many years, it just feels like a complete blessing to get my evenings and weekends back. It's been a while. So, yeah. And now that I'm not regularly making new stop-motion animations, I have more time for my projects. X-Fighters Season 4 is coming up. Not soon, it's still in progress, and I am working with all the artists. We're, building everything. There's a lot of script writing that still needs to happen. That's not happening for at least a year, if not 2. It's a long ways off. There will be some updates, though, so don't worry. When I have something to show, I'll show a preview, but right now it's just so early that if you want to see anything, you're better off supporting me on Patreon, which helps a lot, considering the projects are rather expensive. So the link to that is down below as well. Please go check out the Patreon page. I've reworked some things to hopefully give everyone some more benefits and more incentives to follow. So I think it is a very solid page where I'm not trying to scam you out of money, and rather I'm trying to give you as much worth out of any support you're giving me, as opposed to many other pages out there that give a lot less. And I'm not trying to say that my page is any better. There's no standard or guideline on how to make a Patreon page, but mine is worth at least checking out. And from there, you can decide, I don't want to give this guy money, or yeah, sure, I think his projects are worth supporting. That is your call entirely. and you make that call with the money that is available to you at your disposal. Disposable income only, please. So yeah, back to projects, and I will go more into details on that in the lengthier version, in the extended cut of this video. But Project Maple, I'm still working on that. I will be working on that more over the coming while once I graduate. It's a project that's really kind of been put on hold for the most part with my final year of school and many other things. X Fighters, there's a lot of behind the scenes things happening right now, but there's not a whole lot of active work from my part. I'm mostly the project manager on managing a bunch of people, and it's super fun. There's so much for that I want to show, but for now, it's pretty low-key, and the production with that will ramp up eventually as well. There are also other projects, and there's the SeeMea channel, SeeMea channel, that I will be receiving new uploads in the future. I have a couple videos for that channel that have been sitting in the hard drive for a couple years. They're half-edited, unedited, unfinished. There's a lot that still needs to happen. So that channel will eventually be alive, and I can't guarantee that it'll have a lot of uploads, but I do plan on doing some things with that channel. Because, and before I get to that, there's also the TeaMea channel, TeaMea, which, will get some occasional skits as well. I haven't abandoned the channel. So, yeah. The way that the channels will work from now on, and this is the final thing that I want to mention before I go into the extended cut, this YouTube channel has not been marketed properly for many years, and it's been horrible. It's the main reason why my channel is not growing. People tell me, oh, for the kind of content you do, you deserve more subs. Yeah, potentially, but the main reason is because I am really averse to self-promotion, and there was a phase where I was promoting myself properly, and there's a phase where I stopped, and I haven't really gone back to finding the healthy medium, so I have to work on that. But as a first step, as of today, you might notice that the profile picture on the account has changed. It's been that X for a number of years now, I think 3 at least, if not 4. And now I think it's time to change it up. So, welcome to SeeMea, one of the characters from X Fighters, previously named SeeMea. Not the same guy, obviously not. Don't get it wrong, don't get it mixed up. Is now taking over as the profile picture, and the banner will be uploaded at some point too. I do plan on going by a new channel name as well. There are some changes coming, and it won't really change a whole lot, but it will change the branding. So it is still SeeMea, I'm behind everything, but it'll be more, so the C.MeaX channel might become more of a business title here, and then in the banner or somewhere it'll be indicated that it's still by me, SeeMea. But I want to move towards a more professional branding, and I want to retain my personal branding, SeeMea, for voice acting commissions, any type of commissions for the things that I commission myself. I think it's important that I maintain that personal identity, and it's not something I want to part ways with. So SeeMea is remaining, and for that the SeeMea channel is also remaining, but it'll be more for extended cuts, behind the scenes, uploads for Patreon, videos like that. So it's the SeeMea channel is more so for bonus content, and maybe some occasional memes or other things that may not fit the other channels. SeeMeaX has just grown to be this production heavy channel, and so it's very difficult for me to post anything that's of low quality. And so that's why the other channels are there. TeaMea, it's for skits, it's completely for fun. SeeMeaX is also for fun, or whatever the new name is going to be. And the SeeMea channel, SeeMea, I have to clarify because the pronunciation's the same. It's a play on words on my name, obviously. That one will be more for, language-focused content, maybe cooking, maybe travel, personal stuff. But that is more edited. In the beginning, I wanted it to be this heavy production thing, but I realized I personally don't have a lot of motivation for massive edits unless there's an editor backing me up, and I don't have the money for that. So SeeMea will be stuff that I'm editing for now by myself, which means I won't go overboard on the edits. I want it to be relatively lighthearted, because if I ramp up the production too much, it's very difficult to ramp down the production without disappointing anyone, and I'm okay with this channel here being high production, but if I have the same standards for every other channel, I am shooting myself in the foot. And as is pretty obvious by now, I had a pretty specific goal for the C.Mea channel as SeeMea, and I did not accomplish it at all. Was not even remotely close to not even upload a real first video. So that's for later, for me to figure out one step at a time. I might be rebranding, new profile picture for now, new banner at some point, the branding to follow, and things will not really change, but don't expect me to become a completely different person. It's still me, still the same project. I just want to have something that doesn't have a darn period in the name, because as great as it was to move away from Ninjago at the time, to purposefully hurt my level of promotion and exposure, now that I'm trying to grow, it's not a good business decision. So, I've had to put some thought into that. So, yeah. Expect some changes in the few months that are to come, but don't expect any massive changes in terms of the projects I'm making. They're still the same. I'm just moving towards more original works, and so I want to have branding that can back it up. Because I started this channel with basically using Ninjago's IP and Pokemon's IP. So, not really original. And now that I have the means to do things that are more personal, and I have this experience, a decade of experience now, a decade of mistakes, is a decade of experiences nonetheless, good or bad. So, yeah, more things to come, I guess. Just stay tuned, and once again, if you want to follow me on Patreon or support me there, feel free to do so. The links are in the video description, comments, wherever, so that would be much appreciated. And finally, for the extended cut, please watch the video, where I will not be talking just like this for 40 minutes. I'll be going and maybe rewatching some old videos and commenting on some things, and watching some old retrospectives and commenting on what's changed and what's not changed, because there are a lot of things that I predicted back then that did happen exactly as planned, or very closely. I make long-term plans for my projects, and I stick to them quite... There's a word for that. Quite closely. There we go. Anyway, once again, thank you so much. I really appreciate. I would not be here without you all. 10 years is absolutely ridiculous, and for that, wow, we've gone for the... we've gone through all the intros and the outros. How's it going, me family? SeeMea here. Hit that like button down below for us if you enjoyed the video and are a proud member of the Me family. Comment, it's always appreciated, and I'll see you next time. And as always, I don't know, じゃあね? And now, don't do drugs, do green tea. Man, quite the journey. I encourage you as well to go through the best videos playlist. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Where the best video that I've made at the time has been uploaded. So whenever there was a video I was really, really proud of, or thought was one of the best videos I had made, I put it in that playlist. And that's a playlist that I made a very long time ago. So you'll see that obviously there's some really bad videos in there, but at the time they were really good videos relative to the other videos. So that playlist is the best time capsule that I could create for the channel, and it is something I plan on keeping on doing. So if you want to go on a trip down memory lane, the best videos playlist is the best place to go. I will be linking that one down below as well. Anyway, thank you very much. I'll see you next time. And as always, don't do drugs. Do green tea.